Here's how I saved over £1,000 on a new Jabulani. So a few months ago, I was able to get Diego Forlan's favourite weapon of mass destruction for a humble price of just over £200. Now that sounds crazy for a football, but given the price that these cost usually, this was actually a bargain. This bull was my pride and joy for a few months, and then disaster struck. While I was filming some reviews, I realised that this bolt wasn't holding air anymore, and in fact it was leaking from the panels. Not only was the bolt deflating quickly, I could also hear my wallet deflating, because a brand new one of these costs up to £1,000 sometimes. So really, I had two options: either start a GoFundMe or I find a way to fix it. And that's when I remembered I had something in my car that could help me out, and it was car tyre sealant. If you can fix a car tyre, it can definitely fix a football. And worst case scenario, I just have a very expensive paperweight. So in total, here's what I needed to fix the bolt completely: the car tyre sealant, a bucket of soapy water, and then a ball pump with a needle. Step 1, find the leak. First, I inflated the ball slightly so I could hear where the leak was coming from. Then I dunked the ball in water to see where bubbles were coming from, and that would reveal where the air was leaking. My £1,000 hole. Step 2, inject the sealant. Next, I shook the car sealant and I was making a cocktail. Then attached it to the valve and injected it into the ball. Now, let's just stop there for a second. This step, you need to be very careful, because what you're doing is adding foam to the inside of the ball, which means you're adding weight to the ball. So you only want to add a little bit at a time, otherwise your ball will be too heavy if you add too much. Like for example, this Jabulani is now 50 grams heavier than it should be. Back to the video. Step 3, spread it around. Once the sealant's in, you want to pump the football back up to full pressure and start bouncing it around and like rolling it around for like 3 to 4 minutes so the foam expands and covers the holes where the air is leaking from. Think of it like you're giving the ball an internal massage. And then step 4, the moment of truth. You want to bounce the ball around, leave it for like 20-30 minutes to see if the air is still leaking, and if it's not, your ball is fixed. If not, you might want to add a bit more of the foam. Car tyre sealant, I keep getting mixed up because, you know, basically the same thing here. But anyway, it did the job for me, no more leak, and I saved myself £1,000. Now, is this a permanent fix? Well, car tyre sealant isn't a permanent fix for tyres, so I don't expect it's going to be a permanent fix for footballs. However, it's done the job so far, and I still get to continue to play with a little bit of football's history for a longer period of time. But hopefully this video is helpful and you can apply it to if you have a football which is punctured and is leaking air from maybe one of the panels. I don't know necessarily about valves as such. Sometimes air leaks from valves, but I don't know necessarily how to fix valves, but maybe that's a future video. But hopefully this video was helpful. If so, please like the video. If you like videos about footballs, football boots, football apparel, football gear in general, please subscribe to the channel. My name is Sub. This is Substance Football. Thank you for watching. See you next time.